Hello, hello, and welcome back to Minecraft. Last time I built this moss farm here, and as you can see, it looks a bit different now. So for one, something went down again. Get at a place, that's fine. So for one, I have here some trapdoors. Now instead of the shelves, because all the shelves burnt down, then I used to have a plant here. It also burnt down again. Maybe, I mean, that's bad. I don't like that. But the plant here always keeps burning down. It's a bit unfortunate, but whatever. So yeah, so we have a bit of a visual upgrade. I also put some moss and green terracotta behind here. So if you stand here, for example, you can't even tell that there's redstone dust on top of here. And I also made a change down here, under the hood, if you will. So the greatest change right here is that now instead of 3 copper bulbs, so I had a copper bulb here as well, we only have 2. And what that does is that now, so this, you don't technically need this one. So now instead of counting from 0 up to 7, which is like 8 numbers, now it counts from 0 to 3, which is only 4 numbers. So we bone meal the same amount of time, now bone meal twice as often. So it only takes half as much time per cycle, which does have one downside. The one downside is that we don't completely get rid of all the moss. Even every time, so as you can see, we didn't get rid of all the moss, because you can grow up to 7 moss, and we only push out 4 stone. So this 1, 2, 3, 4 stone, and then we bone meal again. So it doesn't get rid of everything all the time, but usually we can get down to like a reasonable, you know, coverage, I would say. Like we always get more than 50%. Now we almost got everything. Just depends on how the moss spreads, you know? And I think we're pretty good coverage-wise, usually. And it was so good, in fact, this faster cycle time, that my one composter couldn't keep up anymore. So instead of 1 composter, I now have 6. I do have 6, right? Yes. 7. No, it's 6, I think. I have 6 composters instead. You know, which are working. As you can hear, they are working quite nicely. And we've also even already completely filled up this hopper here. So any second now, we should craft another bone block. There we go. So this works pretty well, pretty nicely. It's a nice little farm. I think it looks nice. I mean, I don't like that we're missing the glowberry back there, but it just doesn't want to live there, you know, because there's lava. Too close, I suppose. But yeah, we get most of it. Like right now, we only had like 6 blocks left. So yeah, this works nicely. Gives us a little bit of bone meal. I mean, not that much. We were at like 36 not too long ago, like 10 minutes ago, I think. So it's pretty good. Right, so that also means I can now move on to the next thing. So as you know, I've been building, well, if you've watched some episodes, which you have, right? You're a viewer. You've seen me build this and all the farms that are connected up to this. You've seen me build this. You've watched all the episodes, right? All the things we're farming up in here. We might even be farming more than this, don't we? No, I think this is about it. Oh no, we do farm nether wart as well back there. Like back there. And we also farm villagers. Right here. And we could farm carrots if we wanted to. Yes, so you've seen me build all this in this little base here. Also this room. I mean, this room I'm kind of proud of right now. It might be my finest work to date. right now, I think. I mean, this one's also not bad. The nether portal room, I kind of like it. It's pretty small. I also like the ghost's room, the happy ghost's room. I mean, it's a bit supposed to be a cave. I think it did okay. Oops, I think I did okay on that as well. But today I want to look elsewhere, not in the space anymore, which I've been working on for a long time, I would say. I want to look outside the base, widen my viewpoint, if you will, and to do that, I will make a map, or a lot of maps, actually. Well, first I'll make a compass, I suppose. So you make a compass. That is how you make a compass. I knew that, that's why I made it just that way. Now we can get a lot of compasses. I can farm up redstone pretty easily. We have the iron farm you saw, and the sugarcane farm. So we can get, I didn't make the map, so we can get as many as we want of these guys. Now why do I want some maps? Well, if we take a look, what time is it? If we take a look in my bed first, and then we take a look outside. Oh yeah, I also said the blue orchid here. I don't know if that made it into the video. I don't think so. And I mean, I still like the little carpet here. Anyway, if we take a look up here, what we will find is a pretty average looking village. You know, for the most part. I mean, with some very ugly things as well. And I mean, those are a lot less ugly, I would say, the bamboo farm and the sugarcane farm than this. But yes, we have some very ugly things as well, so I want to change that. And to change that, I want to plan out a good-looking village. And to plan out a good-looking little village, or rather town, I will need a map of the area. Of the area. So that's why we have two maps. Because I thought this might happen. Because maps operate on a grid. There we go. Might even want to expand a bit further north. Map. We might even need two more maps. Or we just zoom out one of these maps. But I do also want some detail in the maps still. I like how you can see the flying machine move if you have the map in your hand. That's pretty nice. The bamboo grow. Okay, so we have this map. Now if I zoom out one stage, where's my... I do have a table down here. But that means I need some paper. There we go. We do also have a cartographer villager, so I could also buy the maps. But a map is 7 emerald. And 1 redstone dust is like half an emerald, so the iron's free basically, as is the paper. So I think buying them is a bit of a waste. Yes. So anyway, we go here and we expand the map. Now if you look at this bigger map, there you go. That's a good look at it. That's a nicer look at the whole thing. Now my only issue with that is that here you lose some detail. So here you can't see a single block. So on this map you see the single blocks. Especially you can see it around the bamboo farm. But here you can't see a single block. Which is a bit bad because I want to make some outlines for where I will put some houses and such. So that means I would have to make 2 block wide outlines around everything to make it easily visible. So if we come over here, we need to see it on this map actually. If I am here, we can see this clearly. Okay, so if I place some cobblestone square here and I move back a little bit, we see this. Okay, we see it in front of me here. Here on this map, I will have to move a bit further back probably. We kinda can see it. You barely see it as one pixel there. Where my pointer thing is pointing. You barely see it. Right, so that's the problem. So we will be making maps of this scale, of the smallest one, 0 out of 4. Which will mean we will need a lot of maps. Actually. Because this one is a little too, you know, undetailed. So we will make some detailed maps like this of the areas where I want to build a town. So like here. But I'm not just building one town. I'm going to be building a lot of towns. Well, a couple. Don't know how many yet. Haven't thought about that quite yet. But I will be building a good amount, I would say. I would think. A good amount of houses and such will be built. So that means that I would like to mark out a lot of things, for one. Which also means that we'll probably need some banners to, you know, name things on the maps. And also some colorful blocks to, you know, make the outlines easily visible. And what gives you colorful blocks and banners? That's right, wool. So I will be making a wool farm, basically. So this big map, this is good for like progress, I would say. To keep in mind how things looked. I mean, we can even do that with the smaller map as well. Or the, you know, more detailed maps as well. So we just put this one and we lock this. So this now locks the map. Means it doesn't matter what we do. This always looks the same. Now we make 3 more maps of this area and we also lock them. And then I think we have a good start for us at least. So this map ends here, so we just go over to this way. Make a map here. Beautiful. And we go over this way till the map's gone. So we're mapping out this area. Now, I said I'm going to be building multiple villages, and I want each village to kind of have a little bit of a, you know, theme. Some theming going. So this village will probably be something like some industrial or some mining village. I also thought could be good. This could be a mining village, because we do get redstone dust, which you get from a mine. We also have, well, we have gunpowder, which you don't really get from mining, but you get gunpowder from, but you can use gunpowder to make TNT, which you can use for mining. So I think kind of a mining town here would work well. We have this tiny mountain. We can maybe extend the mountain a bit. Have a mine shaft, go in the mountain. So this is what I'm thinking here. But as I was saying, I'll let me lock these maps, but as I was saying, I want to get some wool first. So I will have to make a wool farm for like every color, basically, because why not? If you're gonna make some colored wool, make all of them, you know? That's what I say. So we are going to be building wool farms for every color of wool, which means we need 16 sheep. So that's a problem already. I have 0 sheep. I'm sheepless. And we need, what else do we need? Color. We need all the colors in the game. Which means we need some farming. Well, not right now, probably. To get the colored sheep, you just need each color once. But I would like to make farms for each color as well. But we will start with just sheep and 1 of each color. But I don't want the sheep farm to be here. Because like I said, this is going to be a mining kind of area. I want the sheep farm somewhere else. Where? I haven't decided yet. Where we will be putting the sheep farm. But we will be putting it somewhere, preferably in like a biome where I can already get some of the plants, of the flowers. So like a flower forest or meadow. Meadow could be nice. Meadow also makes sense because, you know, you have sheep in the mountain meadows. You know, like in Heidi, I don't know if you know that one. That was like a cartoon movie or whatever, a show movie, kind of, something like that. Yes, so we could have the sheep in the mountain meadows and have like a little town that does its business with, you know, getting wool, making like banners and carpets and beds out of the wool. And then we can even have other colors, you know, them making the colors, stuff like that. And have all of that as well in that mountain village. So I think that's a good idea. So now I'll be looking for a suitable spot, I would say. Yes. So I'll get a good spot and hopefully there's already sheep there and then we get started. Okay. So I think I found a pretty nice place to build like the sheep farm and the village to, you know, make some dyes and such. So, and to, you know, see it all a bit more clearly, I'll just turn on the distant horizons mod because we don't have that far of a, you know, view field right now. So let me do that really quickly. Okay, so the distant horizons mod didn't agree that well with my system right now, even though I, you know, changed the settings a million times already. I don't really know why. Anyway, so I just set up the render distance in-game. I mean, we don't have the best frame rate if I walk around, but if I stand still, we're okay. So, up here, as I said, walking's bad, so we gotta look at the floor while we walk, frame rate-wise. Maybe I should get a better PC at some point. So, up here we have a meadow with some sheep already. That is very nice for the sheep farm. There we have some sheep. And then down here we have like a little mountain on the opposite side and a little valley in between, as you can see. And in this valley, okay, it's raining. That's also kind of bad for the frames. Whatever. And in this valley, I think is where I will build the village. That will, you know, make all the colors, all the dyes. Because it's a nice spot. Now my original plan was to build the village here on this island, because that's also a very nice looking island here. But the problem with that is that with this village right next to it, I mean, it's burning down already, but, you know, can't really help that. So if I put the village here, then we have them like right next to each other, which is a little wood. So my plan is to keep this village instead of destroying it. Here we'll put like a little, I don't know, like a tavern in this Sunflower Plains biome here. Put a little tavern. You know, we have a path coming from this valley in between where we have the, you know, coloring village. Goes here, we might have a path going this way. We have a path going through this village and somewhere else maybe. So that this will be kind of like a crossroads. So we can put a little tavern type thing here. Yes. Okay, now let me put down my render distance again. Do something normal. There we go. Because it's raining as well. And then, like I said, in here is where we probably will be putting this little village. This is a nice place, I think. We have a nice waterfall already. Can connect this waterfall up to this little lake right here. I mean, we might have to get rid of the lava lake. But it's a nice little, we have a bit of a hill here. Don't look at the Enderman. We have a nice gentle slope going up the mountain here. And then up here, by this nice tree or whatever, we can put the sheep. Like a little farmhouse with some sheep. And a path going down the mountain into this village where we make some colors out of all these wonderful plants we have here. This is a flower forest biome. And this is a meadow biome. So these two are very good for getting a lot of flowers in the game. And there we have like some sheep already for the sheep farm. So yes, so now my plan is go up there, get some sheep. But I don't have anything to get some sheep. So I'll go to my base and come right back here. So let's do that. Is that a baby pig? No, that's an old pig. Anyway, I'll get some fences and such and catch some sheep up there on the mountain. And then I'll be right back. So I think right here would be a nice place. It's already a little flat. Right here, this is like a nice path down the mountain here into the flower forest. Right here, so I think this is good, and we already have 3 sheep right here. So this will be where we put a temporary little thing to keep in the sheep in, you know. Obviously with bamboo, because that's like we have 1 million. We don't actually have 1 million bamboo, but we're getting close, I would say. I would say I'm getting close to 1 million bamboo. Okay. Beautiful. And I mean, we can put this to get you inside at least. And then we just get some sheep in here. And start making more sheep. Should be pretty simple. So that's the 1 sheep, and that's the 2nd sheep. We could even get the 3rd sheep in here if we wanted to. Whoops, wrong way. Hey, here I am, sheep. There we go. Now, I don't think I'll build the sheep farm today, because that could take a little while, depending on how I build it. Because I want it to look somewhat decent. So I don't necessarily want to use the standard sheep farm design, where you know, put them... Oh yeah, we have the new baby sheep. Yeah, they look okay. A little weird. Still, yes. Still a little weird, I would say. Anyway, so we have that set up, and we can set up a little base of operations here. For now. I mean, first we should torch this place, as in place some torches. Not burn it down. Right, because there are a lot of monsters spawning here at night, which is counterproductive, just a little bit. You're like, what do we have over here though, terrain-wise? We certainly have a lot more sheep, which is helpful. That's nice, kinda. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. I like it. Visually, I like it. Okay. That's some good terrain. Now, if only my game was running a bit smoother so we could appreciate the terrain with render distances above like 10, you know, that'd be great. But oh well, the future could bring that if I ever upgrade my setup. Because how many sheep do we need? Yeah, at least 16. I would like one of each color. That would be amazing. A sheep of every singular color in the game would be beautiful. Would be amazing. You know? So we might be able to do that. We might actually get like 2 or 3 of every color. I think that's smart to do. Right? That's a smart way to go about things. Get a sheep of every color or a couple sheep of every color. Okay. Which means I need to get every color in the game. But first, I just wanna put this area on a map. Thankfully, I have everything I need for that. So first we do this. Let's take a look. Okay, I mean, that's about... Yeah, okay, I mean... That's fine. We make the bigger map. Just do a bigger map. Did I bring paper? I see. I did not bring paper. I mean, that's okay, I guess. Okay, note to self, bring paper as well. And every color in the game. So let me see, to get every color in the game, you actually only need 7 colors, which is less than all of them, which is good. And the 7 we need are yellow. Okay, we got that pretty much covered. With that, I don't know how many yellow we need, but with these make also yellow. Beautiful. So we need yellow. We need yellow, red, blue. So blue you could get from lapis, for example, if you don't need too much. So red, yellow, blue. Green. Now green could be a bit tricky. We do need some, you know, cactus for that. Which should also be doable. So that's 4, and then we need black and white. So white's pretty simple. I have a bone meal farm. Black, I just have to kill a couple squid, I suppose, and then brown is the last one, which I don't think have cocoa beans. So I need to go to the jungle really quick and get some of those. And then I'll be back with all the colors. And I'll make some more sheep. Then we'll color all of them, I suppose. Yes. So now let's take another look. This here will be a little village in here. I think it's a nice spot if you have good frame rate. Ah yeah, for red. Right here. You can take like a couple of these red tulips. Those are pretty nice. And we can even, you know, bone meal a rose bush if we really want to. So that's red right there. So let me fly back home, which is this way actually. Okay, so here we are at the base. Now we need a couple more colors. Did I not bring cactus? I did bring cactus. I only have 6 cactus though. That's not much. That's not much at all. Well, it will have to do, I guess. It will have to do. It just will have to do. Okay. So we just plant some of that, I guess. Right over there. Good. What's the shulker box? So, I mean, this is red. Probably don't need that much red. I would guess. And this will become green eventually. And we need some blue. That's pretty simple. So if red, green, blue, yellow. Great. Now we need white, which is easy. There we go. I mean, I think white you need a lot of, actually. That was pretty simple, right there. Then black, I should still have some ink. Now black you don't need a lot. You need like a couple for gray or something like that. There we go. Black. Like one more maybe. Or a couple more. Why not? There we go. Black. There we have it. And then we need brown, which means we need some cocoa beans, which I don't have. Do I? I have jungle. Well, two jungle saplings. Okay, so let's hit the jungle, I suppose. And get ourselves some jungle logs and saplings and all of that good stuff. So let's go to the jungle. I need more rockets. Let's get more rockets. Then here. Oh, and paper. I said paper. That is correct. Paper. Well, more than 2 would be nice. Hello, golem. And yeah, and then the bone meal farm is producing. I mean, it's turned off right now, because if I fly away all the time, it gets loaded and unloaded at weird times, which is a little bad for the redstone. Oh god. It's fine. We're overflowing a little bit. This is also overflowing a little bit. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, 14's better. This is also overflowing. I mean, yeah, bamboo. I don't know how many is this. It's not a million, that's for sure. It's a lot though, and a lot of iron, which is very nice. And not a lot of gunpowder. Or like I said, bone blocks, but it's off right now. So that was a weird one. Let's go to the jungle, which is some way. It's nighttime. That's fine. I'll look up where the jungle is and then I'll fly there. Okay, here we are in the jungle. We've got some nice parrots, even actually a good amount of them. Got the white one, the yellow, green, and the yellow-blue one. Okay. Nice, but that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is, first of all, a bed. Because I don't want to be creepered up right now. So let's take a night's sleepy. Goodie. Wonderful. No. Stay here, bed. Okay. In you go. Out you go. My dear ho. Then we start hoeing down the place, I suppose. Looking for, that's the wrong one. Jungle saplings. For one. Also jungle logs, a lot of them. And cocoa beans, that's like the big one. And jungle saplings, as I said already. Would be very appreciated because I only have 2. And as you might know, 2 is a no-go on the jungle sapling front. You want at least a couple more than 2. Can you use Silk Touch? Does it just do nothing? You get more with Fortune. I mean, these aren't done, so with these it doesn't really matter, so you just get those. Couple more saplings. Oh, that's a one right there. That's a sapling right there. Well, almost. That's not what I wanted. Oh, there's more cocoa beans to be found. Right, so I'll just get up a couple till I have a satisfactory amount. And then I'll go back to the sheep and set up a couple of the farms. Like, you know, the cocoa bean and cactus. And here we are at the mountain. Sheepy Mountain, as we'll call it right now. The sheep are eating the grass very nicely. Beautiful. They are also ready, at least some of them are ready, to make some more baby sheep. Beautiful. So now all we have to do is mix all the colors and also make this map a little bigger. That would also be nice. Okay, how big are we now? Okay, it's actually bad. We're exactly in the wrong area. Okay. So unfortunately, this does not fit on one map. It looks like this area right here, where we're at right now. That's a bit bad. What does this look like zoomed out? Because I do want to keep a record. Okay, that's promising. Is more promising. So does that include the place where I want to build? It does not include the place where I want to build. Okay, that's fine as well. So we'll build the village here. Should be this one now. Good. Maybe. Is it good? That's the wrong map. Isn't it? This is the right. Yes, okay. I mean, yeah, up to the lava pool, which is there. Yeah, we zoom that one out, and then we see what that looks like. I mean, we gotta get something going here. So it's this one. Yeah, okay, that one can work, I suppose. Huh? Oh, it must be that one, though. Yeah, no, it is that one. We just have to uncover it a bit. Okay, no, that should cover a good amount, yes, of where we put the village. Okay. That is nice. That is nice. That is nice. Okay. So that's where we're going to put the village. So let's line these up somehow on this wall right here. They should line up. How many do I have? I have 3. I mean, 3 is a bit of a bad number. So this goes here. Maybe this goes here. Yeah, that lines up nicely. And you go here. Great. Great. Now we do want to fill them out if possible. So we need one more. Okay. Where do we need one more? We need one more south of here. So this way, I think. Wait, this way. Oh, that's stupid. Need one this way. We need one here. There we go. That should be it. Okay. So there we have it. It should be the maps we need to have a little map room or map area. You know, only problem is we probably need to fill them out still. So this one needs to get larger. There we go. Good, now I just need to fill out these maps so that I can then lock them. Because I want to keep a record, basically, of what I'm doing here. Yes. So we fill out these maps. That's the plan. And then the other plan is to get some colors going. Which means specifically we gotta get the cactus going. Just a little bit, you know. And maybe get some of the jungle beans, cocoa beans going. Just a couple. Just for, okay, this was stupid. 2 spaces in between. Get some of the jungle beans going as well. So we can have every color in the game eventually. Beautiful, we just put these in here for now. Okay, now we just fill out all these maps. And we should be good. Okay, which one are we on right now? We're not on any of them. How does that make any sense? Now we're in between this one and this one. So we need to go this way. Fill this one out. There's like a fiery hole here, apparently. Ah, yeah, I see it. Okay, that's nice. I mean, I don't know if we'll do anything here. Maybe a flower farm. Like down here in this little flower forest area. Okay, so that's map number 1. Let's try this one. This way I need to go this away. This away. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? This is sunflower plant. This is cherry grove. Okay. I mean, this all seems all to be a meadow. Quite a lot still. Okay. This one should then be this way. That's the new one we made. Let's fill that one out really quick. Yes, also a lot of meadow, which is good. That's all just space for flower farms. Oh, we have a little village here as well. Oh, that's a nice looking one, actually. I think. There's some... I don't know why it always gets a bit framey. Game played around with too many mods. Yes, this is nice. We could have like an elevator that brings stuff down to this river here. That could be interesting. Wait, is this the one close to my trial chamber? I don't think so. Is it? It is, isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is very good. So here we, I think, want to set up a trial chamber farm at this village. So that's very good for me. That they're kind of close to each other. On the same maps, at least. Now we just need to fill out this one. Then we can lock it in. So we go this way a bit. There's like a ruined nether portal somewhere up here. That one. Which I use as a landmark when I'm flying around. Then we have this. Okay, and then we have this little island, but we map that out later, I would say. Okay, now we have 4 new maps in our collection. Now we need to lock them so we see what everything looked like before we built anything. So let's get out the glass panes. Let's start locking these bad boys. There we go. Now we have a nice... Okay, this one goes here. This one goes here. Now we have a nice little map of the area. Yes, so this is where we'll build the little village. Here we will build the sheep farm, and then we'll have a path going off this way. Where we will have a little, you know. Then this, we can use this river as like a transport line. We can also have a path from here, going over here maybe, through this meadow. Maybe even here, and a bridge, because here it's not as steep. This is forest. So we have a path go here, to this village. Then a path go here to the village that's like here somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty good. It's a pretty good plan for now. Okay, now all we need to do is start mixing some colors, I would guess, I would say. So let's do that with brown. That's good. Now let's do the grays. That's not a crafting table. Actually, in fact, there's not a crafting table. That's a crafting table. Okay, we need gray. Bam. We also need light gray, but I do want one more gray. So we want at least 2 of every color right now. So we have gray, we have light gray, we have black, we have white, and we have brown. Brown doesn't turn into anything as far as I know. We have blue. Okay, now with blue and white, we can make light blue. Bam. Now with blue and green, which takes a little while still, we could make something. I mean, with red and blue, we can make purple. At least. Then with red and yellow, we can make orange. Then with... Can you do something with yellow and blue? I don't think you can. With red and white, we can make pink though. Bam. That's 10. What are you missing? We are missing... Let me think. Well, green, obviously. Green. Green. We're missing green. Cyan. We're missing magenta. What's magenta? It's magenta. Purple and red, or purple and blue? Pink and blue. Nope. Nope. Purple and white. Nope. Blue and purple. Blue and pink. What's magenta? Ah, all three of them. I see. I see, I see. Which means we need one more pink. Actually. Bam. Okay. Magenta. It's 11. Where am I missing? Still. Who am I missing still? Well, we have these ones. 2 of you, 2 of you. Okay, this is 13. We're missing 3. We're missing green, light green, and cyan. Okay. Which are all green. Great. So green, light green, cyan. Which we will have to wait for a little. Let's can you make cyan with like this and this? Why am I making this up? Yes, just nothing. Okay. Light blue though and yellow. Is that something? Nope. No, it is not. Yes, we have to wait for the yellow paint to get ready for the green paint. This does grow like this, right? I'm not making this up, right? So yeah, I'll wait for the cactus to grow, I suppose. Yes, I can make some more sheep while we're at it. I mean, coloring them all in will be a bit of a pain. I will give you that. Not coloring one the wrong color will be a little bit hard. Okay, how many is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 5 babies? That's 16 already. Okay. Perfect number. Now I just have to wait for the cactus. How many green would we need? We need 1 green, 1 light green one, so I would need 3 to get all the colors we want. Well, do it. Do you think the other ones will grow? I mean, I just have to go to a desert later and get a couple cactus. It's not that hard, you know. Do I have a furnace in here, actually? I do not. Okay, we smelt up this stuff. But yeah, I think this can be very nice. Little village here. The flower forest. Then we can check out all the surrounding flower forest. And all the meadows around for some good spots for some flower farms. Because you can get, I think you can get almost every flower in the game in these two biomes combined. Not sure. Would have to check. I mean, you cannot get the blue orchid. That's only in swamps. And you cannot get Lily of... Can you get Lily of the Valley? You can get Lily of the Valley here. Okay. So you only cannot get the blue orchid, I guess. Well, and the eye blossom, I mean, obviously. Eye blossoms only in the evil forest. So the only flowers you can't get in a flower forest, sunflower. I mean, that's easy to get. Blue orchid, eye blossom with a rose, and the two sniffer flowers. Okay, so I mean, we just have to find good spots, basically. If we want every singular flower in the game, a farm for it at least, which I would like. And then the other one's pretty simple, actually. I mean, for some of them we could try also in the meadows. Like, meadows have less variety of flowers. I mean, they have these ones. These ones you can also just bow meal and they grow. Yes. So that's nice. So let's make some more. So we have light green. We need cyan. Is cyan blue and green? Yes. Beautiful. I mean, I said 2 of every color. So you have to go as well, cactus. Gets melted. Gets melted, idiot. That's a good insult, right? Okay. That should be 2 of every color. Okay, now we just have to color some sheep. Okay. Should be easy enough. So you are Bam. You are this one. You are dark green and you are yellow. Good. Then a red one. A magenta one. A pink one. Is this smart to color them now? What if one dies? I will be devastated, actually. Oh well. They won't die, I hope. It was magenta. With pink one? Surely we have a pink one already. Okay. Orange, purple, light blue. Okay, light blue, purple. Okay, yeah, that's a different color. Orange. Good. Blue. Brown. Black. Do we even have enough? Blue, brown, black. I think so. So... brown. Blue. Black. And we have 2 gray more ones still. Dark gray, light gray, and white. Okay. Gray. Light gray. Gray. You're a bit in there. Light gray. Okay. That is a sheep of every color. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. And it was pretty successful. So next time I can build the sheep farm for them. And the sheep farm I have in mind, I mean, I will have to see if it's feasible. There's also a nice place down here. Ah, yeah, this was the exposed dripstone area. I mean, that's pretty nice. Or something, I don't know. If I put something here, I think this over here is better for the village. You know? Because just look, if you're standing here, ouchie, and don't die. If you stand here, if this mountain, well, the trees are kind of in the way. You're kind of flanked by the two mountains. And then you can go this way. Where's the magma block under there? You saw that, right? For a second there. It's a bit under, well, there's some holes we have to patch up, obviously. You can take this path, well, there will be one, out here, and you'll see a beautiful little island with like a little bridge going this way, probably. Connecting here to this. Little bridge. Then here we'll have a little house, a little inn. You can take a rest in, and then you can go over here, go to that village, and, you know, go on your travels. Essentially, I think this will turn out pretty nice in like 50 episodes or something like that. I think this is a good mountain. I like the shape of the mountain, at least. There's a donkey on top, which is like very good. Everybody loves a good donkey. So yes, so that's, I think, all I have for today. We got every sheep color. That's a pretty good start. Oh yeah, this, I don't know what we do with this. It has a nice archway here. Already a natural one. Surely we can do something with that. Maybe we can even put some dripstone mining in there. I don't know. Like this. This is pretty nice. I mean, there's so many more sheep. Which I guess is fine. Where's my sheep farm? Here we go. So now I just take a little rest here. Wait for this cactus to grow. And think of a sheep farm design. That will, you know, because I don't want to put each sheep individually in a little one wide hole like this, where it lives for the rest of its life. I would kind of like it for the, you know, aesthetics, for the sheep to have an area like this they can run around in. Now, I know this is not very good for making a farm, for shearing them effectively and collecting the wool. That will be like a problem, but it will be a problem I will think about. So yeah, so thank you for watching this episode. There was not as much progress. I mean, there was a lot of progress in my mind, I would say. A lot of planning, laying things out on a map, for example. Yeah, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.